Hey guys, what's going on? Sherman here. And I have another great piece of gear to review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Maxpedition Thermite Versipack. Now, when most people hear the term Versipack, they think of the Maxpedition Fat Boy, which is probably Maxpedition's flagship product. That is probably their most sold item to this date. And for good reason, it's a fantastic pack. But Maxpedition also has a few other items in their Versipack line, such as the Thermite, the Proteus, and so on. And as the name implies, this is a very versatile pack. Hence the name Versipack. So I've been looking into this product for years. Even before I got my Maxpedition Remora 2 years ago, I was looking into the Thermite for EDC. And recently being able to test it out for the T&E program, I've fallen in love with this product. I absolutely love it. Mainly I've been using it, I've been wearing it to do yard work. I'll carry, my multi-tool in this, my gloves, sunglasses, maybe a bandana, water bottle, stuff like that. And it has been great using it as that. Carried it around, it's just extremely comfortable and very versatile. Like most of Maxpedition products, they look kind of tactical, especially to maybe somebody who's not used to seeing this kind of gear, but you can use them for many, many different purposes other than what they're intended for, mostly military and law enforcement and so on. This is a very civilian-friendly pack as well. Now, this pack is meant to be worn as a waist pack, to wear it around your waist, or to wear it around your shoulder. The waist strap will double as both. And I'll get into that in a little bit. Of course, I like to model the gear for you guys so you can see what it looks like on. So this is also an excellent candidate for a bug out kit, a camper, maybe if you want to go out and carry a few extra items on you to go along with your backpack, or maybe have a minimalist survival kit just in this to have on you when you don't want to carry around your big bulky backpack. Law enforcement, I can definitely see this being used for law enforcement to carry a little bit extra gear, or maybe a private security guard or private civilian contractor. I could see them definitely using this in their everyday roles. But also, just like I said, for civilian use, I'll wear it to carry a few extra items just around the yard to do yard work. And it's been fantastic. I've been enjoying carrying this. But also, like I said, it would be good for a bug out system. Maybe if you want more of a belt carry oriented bug out kit, you can wear this around your waist. And also have a belt to carry firearm, different types of tools and whatnot. If you don't want a chest rig set up or a big backpack set up, maybe you want a belt bug out setup, which I have seen here on YouTube. So this would be an excellent candidate for that. Alright, so now we got the uses out of the way. Let's talk about the specifics of this pack. The whole pack is constructed out of 1000 denier lightweight ballistic nylon, which has the triple coating of DuPont polyurethane, which makes this water resistant, dirt, grime, and abrasion resistant, like most Maxpedition products. Now, for those of you who don't really understand, that aren't familiar with this kind of gear, the 1000 denier is just a measuring system they use to grade nylon products. You mostly only hear it talked about in the tactical community, talking about this kind of stuff. But basically, the higher the number, the tighter the weave of nylon is. Which is, the higher the number, the stronger the product is going to be, the more durable it's going to be. But also the more rigid, generally, it's going to be. So that's something, maybe you don't want your pack to be real strong. Maybe you don't need it to be. Then something of a lighter denier might be more your speed. But definitely it doesn't really add anything in terms of weight. It really doesn't add that much more rigidity. So if you can get the higher number of denier, of course, I like to go with it, because it is going to make it a little bit more stronger, a little bit more abrasion resistant, a little bit more water resistant, so you just get a little bit more. And if this gets any kind of stains like I've had on some of my Maxpedition gear, because I do use it every day, it gets grass stains on there, it gets mud, stuff like that. Here in Georgia we have red clay, which will really stain your stuff. So I've had great experiences with this. Normally if you get dirt on it, it just like that. It just brushes right off because of that DuPont coating. For real aggressive stains, like I said, for grass and clay, stuff like that, just take a damp washcloth and just scrub it out, and it works great. I don't have any stains on any of my Maxpedition gear now. So it's really great stuff. Alright, the measurements of this product, measuring height, is 11.5 inches tall by 8.5 inches wide, measuring from magazine pouch to magazine pouch, by 4 inches deep. Now, it can expand a little bit more than that, and it can also compress to a little bit smaller than that, but it's just general average depth, as is, you see right here, about 4 inches. Alright, so you have a small little flap pocket right here, where you see it has the Maxpedition logo. The zipper on this is YKK. All the zippers and zipper tracks on this product are YKK zippers, YKK brand. And that's just a excellent brand of zipper. It's the best in the world, really. I know it sounds funny to talk about, you know, most people think, well, it's just a zipper. Yes, but YKK zippers are self-repairing. They never really slip off the track, and if they do, they're easy to fix. And also, they close very tight. So they're also, you can see they're double stitched, so they never bust out. I've never had a YKK zipper ever break, ever. So the zipper tracks are very heavy duty, and since they close so tight, they don't get sand, dust, dirt, water in them, which is great. And they're also very smooth. But anyway, you have this pocket right here, which is going to be riding against your person. So it runs the entire length of this pack, so you know, about 11.5, maybe 11 inches. But since this is going to be up against your person, you don't want to carry anything bulky in there. It's pretty much just a slip pocket. You slip some flat items in there, like a map, bandana, something like that. You do have to be conscious of what you put in there. It can't be anything real bulky or it'll hurt. Then you have this smaller flap pocket right here, which is just measuring this main portion right here, which is where you're going to be slipping stuff down into. Is 4.5 inches wide by 3.5 inches tall. But the pocket goes up into the flap. But obviously, you can't really carry anything up in there, or else when you unzip it, it's going to fall out. You can't really carry anything flat in there because it'll kind of bend it, and it'll keep this from bending to flap over the product easier. So I was just measuring the main usable portion right here. Something I do want to mention real quick, though, is that this zipper pull came with the product. This came on here. It did not come with the metal zipper pull like this has. These two pockets did not come with these zipper pulls. I added these myself, just as a side note, because when I was walking around, these were flapping all over the place, and it was kind of annoying listening to that rattling sound. So I did have to put these on myself, these zipper pulls, just to, you know, it's not a huge deal. It was just something that was annoying me, and I had the paracord, so I just did that myself. Alright, the exterior, you have two integral, i.e. integrated, magazine pouches, both the same size, one on either side. And these are great because you don't have to worry about getting these separate and then attaching them with some kind of, you know, MOLLE attachment sticks or whatnot. So that's really nice. And these sheaths are 5¼ inches tall by 1.5 inches deep. That's that dimension. And 1¾ inches wide. So easily accommodates, you know, a double stack pistol magazine, you know, very easily. A full size multi-tool Leatherman Super Tool 300. Just slips right down in there. It's perfect. You know, so here again, very versatile. You can put anything you can imagine in there, you know, be creative. They do have the Velcro brand hook and loop material to close it. And the good thing about this is, yeah, it measures 5¼ inches. That's from bottom to top there. But this can expand, like I said, you can comfortably, you know, fasten it right there. And you can carry something up to 7 inches long. So maybe you have a very large flashlight or a extended magazine for like a Glock or whatever. So you can comfortably carry something up to 7 inches all the way down to 5¼ inches. So very versatile magazine pouches. I really love those, and I love it that they're integrated into this pouch, into this this pack. Also, you know, if you're going to be carrying this to go along with your firearm or whatnot, you're using this at the range as a range bag. No matter what side of your body you're carrying this on, you're going to have a magazine pouch at your strong hand. So that I like. I really like that. All right, let's open up this pouch. It has a UTX brand or Duraflex brand hardware, which is just a very strong polymer hardware. Maxpedition uses it on all their products. All the plastic pieces you see here are Duraflex, which is here again the best brand of polymer hardware. Very strong, never had any of it break, and it's also very quiet. So, very nice. One thing I do want to mention real quick is it does have a front retention strap, so to really press this down if you're not carrying a lot of stuff in it, or you can loosen it up to, you know, expand it. Just really nice to compress all your gear so it doesn't fly all over the place. Has a D-ring at the bottom so you can carry keys and whatnot on there. It does have a little sewn in little strip right there to keep it all organized. And you can also carry something on the bottom there, maybe like a glow stick or a flashlight, or roll up a bandana. Anyway, flap comes open. First thing you have here is a small slip pocket, which when I'm doing yard work and I don't want to get, you know, I'm getting sweaty and whatnot, I'll usually take out my cell phone or my wallet and put it down in this pocket. And this pocket is 5 inches tall by 3.5 inches wide. And then you have a small zippered pocket right here. So usually this is where I'd keep my cell phone, then my wallet would go right here, or sometimes vice versa, it doesn't really matter. But this pocket also, this little pouch has a slip pocket as well. And this slip pocket is 3 3/4 inches high, or I'm sorry, 3 3/4 inches wide by 5 inches high. So it's almost the exact same size as this front slip pocket. I don't really know why there's a difference, but this pouch is 4 inches wide by 6 inches high by 1 1/4 inches deep. So it's a very nice sized pocket to carry, you know, your everyday carry items in here. Maybe a small first aid kit. Like I said, your cell phone, wallet, stuff like that. Throw in here. And like I said, I did add that zipper pull myself. And right here, you have the main compartment, which is a very large pocket. You can put, like when I do yard work, I'll put a water bottle down in there. So very, very big pocket down here, and the pocket has a storm collar, which is a completely water resistant material with a piece of paracord running through it and a cord lock. So what you do, if you have something down in here you don't want to get wet, you know, maybe you have a camera, maybe you put your firearm in here. And you don't want it to get wet because, as you see, this flap doesn't cover that completely. So you put your items down in there, you cinch this up, and then you close the flap. So I wouldn't really worry about water getting down in there. It would have to really be pouring down on you for a pretty extended period of time if you'd ever really need that. But it's there just because, just in case. You know what I mean? So it is nice to have that big interior pocket. But the inside, I don't know if you'll be able to see, kind of a poor lighting. But you do have two slip pockets. You have a slip pocket on the front and back side of this pouch. And the interior slip pockets are both 4.5 inches wide by 7 3/4 inches, or I'm sorry, 5 3/4 inches tall. So they're both the same size. There's small little slip pockets down in there. You see probably right there. One up front and back. Just to organize your stuff. Now real quick, I did not measure the interior pocket, but the interior pocket is about 8 inches tall by about 6 inches wide, so give or take. So about the same dimensions, you know, as the overall pouch itself. So, but you don't really even have to use it. Like I said, you can kind of fold that down into the main compartment. You don't really have to use that. It's just nice to kind of have that there. All right, guys. So you have the waist attachment portion right here, which is a 1.5 inch wide nylon strip. So it will fit through belt loops. I'll show you that here in a second. You have the buckle, which is a big Duraflex buckle. Side release, very strong. At the bottom, you have a thigh harness. Now, this wraps around your thigh, and you don't have to wear this because you see it has this down here at the bottom, this Velcro hook and loop closure right here that encapsulates this pretty much, so you can't take that out with that on. But you can remove this if you don't want to wear this around your thigh, but I highly recommend this. It's very comfortable. Like I said, I've been doing yard work in this. I put this around my leg. I walk around, you know, I weed eat, I mow the lawn, and this has not ever given me a rash or anything like that, or any kind of hot spot on my thigh. So it's very comfortable. And if you're going to be doing a lot of work, I recommend this. Otherwise, you know, this is going to be flapping around like crazy. If you're, you know, if you run or walking or whatnot, it's going to flap around. So I do highly recommend you keep this on. It does have this little strap right here, like you see on a lot of Maxpedition's backpacks that have the chest retention strap. It is 2 layers of shock webbing, aka it's like a bungee and or elastic. So it'll expand up to that far before it's stopped by that hard nylon loop. You can see there. Now what that's for is it's when around your thigh, it won't cut off circulation. So if you have this tight, that's always going to give a little bit. So, you know, it won't cut off any kind of circulation or disrupt any arteries or whatnot. So no worries there. And this is also 1.5 inches thick and also has the same size Duraflex buckle. One thing I wanted to mention is that a lot of the pictures online, they show these having a foam backing. That is the older version, and the newer versions, such as the one you see here, do not have that. So, personally, I'm glad it doesn't, because it would probably make this feel hotter up against your side and your thigh, and probably a little bit more uncomfortable. It wouldn't be as easy to move around and whatnot. So, to get a good example, you can go and look online. It has, the older version has the foam backing, kind of like the back of the Remora. So, like I said, I'm glad it doesn't have that, because this allows it to sit much closer to your thigh. And like I said, when I've been wearing this out in the heat, this does not make my thigh or my side sweat like some packs would. You know, so I'm glad it doesn't have that. In my opinion, it feels much better. Alright, so enough yammering on. I'm going to show you what it looks like on. Very easy. Thigh portion right here. And it's on. So it looks really good in my opinion. It is extremely comfortable. It's not going anywhere. Like I said, I can jump, I can wiggle around, I can do any kind of dance move I want, and it's not going anywhere. So it allows me to get to my stuff very easily. You know, like I said, when I'm doing yard work, and get to my tools. If you're carrying this as a range bag or whatnot, you know, you can carry your pistol on your strong side and carry this and have magazines for quick changes. So it's just really, really nice design, really nice system. I'm not going to show you how it looks over the shoulder because I have this tweaked to fit my waist perfectly, and I really don't want to have to go through that whole spiel again. But anyway, to wear it around your shoulder as a shoulder carry, like a lot of the Versipacks, you take that off and adjust this, make this much longer, and you know, just carry it over your shoulder like such. But I don't want to do that. I want to use it what it's intended for, as a waist pack. Now, if you want a little bit extra security, you can weave this through your belt loops and use it as a belt. It'll hold your pants up just fine, and now it is really secure, and it's not going anywhere. Now, the main webbing that goes around your waist being 1.5 inches wide, it is going to fit most of your pants. Now, obviously, I'm wearing tactical pants, and these generally have much wider belt loops anyway. So it is very easy to weave this in, but I've done this with blue jeans. If you, all I have are Levi blue jeans. So I mean, if you have Levi's, this will work, but it takes a little bit of a struggle to get that buckle through the belt loops of standard Levi's blue jeans, but it can be done, and I've done it. So, like I said, if you want a little bit extra security, if you want a little bit more of a professional look, and you have a little bit more time, this will go through your belt loops and secure perfectly. Like I said, it's much more secure, and now you have a, you can use this as a belt system now. You know, for bug out, this would be your main pack. Very comfortable. Like I said, you can get to all your stuff. But you can also attach a firearm to the belt loop here. You know, you don't have to orient the buckle to be worn on the side. You can orient the buckle to be right here. Just takes a little bit of finagling. Now, one thing I want to mention is that Maxpedition does not list waist sizes on their website for this. No place does. Nobody ever talks about that. But I'm a very small guy, as most of you know. I'm a size 30 waist. And this will fit just fine. Fits perfectly. Now, if I would have to guess, this is not an exact measurement or quote, or, you know, a guess. This would probably fit anything from a size 28 waist, which is tiny. So, you know, some women are 28 inch waist. Or I don't really know what that is in women's sizes, but, you know, if you measure. This probably fit comfortably a 28 inch waist all the way up to probably a 42 waist. That is my guess anyway, because this has a lot of versatility. So don't worry, guys, no matter what size you are, this will pretty much fit you just fine, along with the thigh harness. So, great piece of gear, guys. Very versatile. It looks good. And it's just great. I've absolutely loved owning this and using it. So you can get this off of the Maxpedition website for around $59. And if you want a little bit of a discount, enter the coupon code Sherman at the checkout for an added 10% off of your total order. So I'll help you guys out a little bit. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this review. Like I said, for extra details, go to Maxpedition.com. And I thank them for this product to be able to review it. Alright guys, have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, stay sharp, and God bless. Sherman614. Peace.